Hello guys and welcome back. In this video we're going to be rounding up our project. Okay, and from our last videos we were able to create all the buildings we needed, and in this video we're just going to couple everything up. Okay, and of course we're going to be adding these other little details like some of these light beams that are going upwards, okay, and some of these little details here. Okay, most of them will just copy them because they are quite simple to create. And of course these people, okay, we're just going to copy them and bring them over here to the new one we are creating. Okay, we won't create them from scratch. So I'm going to start with this one. Okay, this is the biggest building, okay, or the most complex building rather. That's the one far behind also, and we're just going to start with it. So bring it and kind of just arrange it here. Okay, let me just bring up the ruler and kind of just try to make them align. So we can see that parts of this part of the building, that these light beams are going upward, so we can either reduce the light beams. Okay, I can reduce the light beams or increase the artboard. So I'll just reduce the light beams with my direct selection tool. Just drag the points down to this place. Perfect, and I can just delete my guide. Okay, now we mustn't make everything look exactly like this. Okay, but we're just going to try to achieve the look as much as possible. The next one will be this one. Now this one needs to be above this one. Okay, so we're just going to arrange and bring to front and then try to just fit it in here perfectly. Okay, so this should do it. Then the next one will be this one. This one we're going to also bring it to the front. We're going to have it here. Okay, I think it should be smaller, so we can just make it smaller a bit. And then for this one, I actually want to make the lower side of the building go down, okay, so as to cover these other empty parts of the artboard. As you can see here, we have it all the way down, okay, even though this building is actually helping cover some of the parts of the building. So I'm just going to take my direct selection tool, marquee select all the anchor points below and just drag them, hold down shift and drag them like this. Perfect. And I'm going to go out, then we're going to take our next shape, which is this guy here. This is our next shape, so bring it front, arrange, and okay, it's not really in the front of this one, so we can now do this. We can just select the both of them and arrange, bring to front, okay, so that we have this one in front of this one. Okay, and the both of them basically in front of this one and this one in front of this one. Yeah, just like how we have them here. Okay, so let me just move this one to the right like this, and then this one I'm going to just bring it down lower like this. Okay, perfect. And the next one will be this building. Let's fix this building. So that'll be this one. So bring it here, and it's just going to be behind this building. So just select it and move it to the right hand side. Maybe even move it up or scale it up. I'll just scale it up a bit and just move it up a bit. Okay, and then move it to the left hand side a bit. Perfect. Next one, just move it down. Perfect. The next one will be this guy, and that's this one. Arrange, bring to front. Sorry, arrange and bring to front, and just fit it here fit it in perfectly like this. And I actually need to bring the lower parts of this building way below the artboard, just like how we have it here. I'll have them here. So I'm going to just double click to go into the shape or the group rather, and take my direct selection tool, select all the anchor points beneath, and drag them like this. Perfect. And click out. Then the next one will be this one. Select it, bring it here. Luckily enough, it's already behind all these other layers. Alright, so just bring it up here like this. Basically that's it. Then we now have this one, and I kind of feel we should increase the size a bit. Let me just compare it with this one we have here. Okay, so you see we have to increase the size like this. Okay, this will do. Bring it here. Perfect. Now we then bring this one, arrange, bring center back. Perfect. Now we have then this one. Okay, this one will be around here. We move it to the left hand side. Yeah, and this look is perfect. And finally we have this one, and this one should be here. So arrange, bring to front, just move it to the left hand side like this. This. Good. Perfect. Now the next thing I want to do is just to bring these human figures. Okay, these ones we have here. I just want to bring them, copy them and bring them over here. So I'll hold Alt and drag this one, arrange into front. Just go and fit it here more, and then take this guy, Alt and drag to the right hand side, arrange and bring to front. Perfect. This guy, Alt and bring to front, and arrange and bring to front. This guy, Alt, bring here, arrange and bring to front. Then we have this guy and this one. We're just going to select the both of them, Alt, and bring them here. Then arrange and bring to front. Perfect. And basically I think that's all for the human figures, right? Now the last thing left are our beams here, our light beams. So we're going to start with this one. We're going to create them from scratch. So select your pen tool and come here, click like this, click here, and click here. Okay, then you see. Okay, then basically we want to join it with this shape. Okay, so we want to have a copy of this shape. First of all, we're going to give it a different color, maybe red or black. Then I'm going to just select this guy with my direct selection tool, Ctrl C, Ctrl F, and then select this guy. I'm just going to join them like this. Okay, sorry, for this guy we have to actually expand our shape to apply our effect to expand appearance, and then select this one and just join them. And For this one, we can just shift X to see beneath it, and then hit I for eyedropper tool and sample the color here, and just and then let's just duplicate it like this, so that we can come and add, give it the gradient fill. Okay, and for this gradient fill, we're going to make this, let's see, 90. Then for this guy, we're going to sample this color. For this guy, we're going to sample the same color, or white. But for this other channel, we're just going to reduce it to 0. Okay, now we can delete this one now, and then select the shape and just reduce the opacity of the entire shape to maybe 62. Yeah, 62 should do. And then basically that's all, except for these other ones, which are those simple ellipses with strokes, with gradients applied to them. So you see the kind of gradient I applied. It's just a gradient between this color, that's this color here, sorry, that's the color we have here, and this blue, which is the background color. Okay, and then the blue kind of fades so that it gives this illusion of this part being behind the beam. Okay, the beam of light. So when I just, okay, let me just copy the background so that we see what I'm talking about. Just copy the background like this, Alt and drag. We can see that the background is also a gradient fill. Okay, it's also a gradient fill, and this is it. So it's a radial gradient. And now this is what I'm talking about. I made it like this so that we see that this place now looks like it's behind the light beam, right? So if it's behind the light beam, it's not going to be as visible as this other place, which is in front of the light beam. Okay, so that's what I did. Now I can just select this guy, drag it down, and just reduce it. That's the size. And so drag one of the copy down and reduce the size. Perfect. Now we have this one. Okay, we see that this is just a cube. These are just cubes, okay, with light beams falling from them. So just Alt and drag to the point. Perfect. Then you can actually bring them to the front of our light beam here. So you can select them like this, then deselect every other thing and arrange and bring to front. Perfect. So that we can easily select them and duplicate them. Basically that's it for this one. For this other guy, we can just duplicate these guys and bring them here. Just reduce the size like this. Perfect. Basically that's what I did for most of these other ones. I just duplicated this one, for example, put it here, and then for this one, for this light beam, this kind of Control C, Control F, expanded it like this, drag it to the down side. Okay, like this, and then just arrange, send to back. Okay, arrange, let's select both of them, arrange, send to back. Okay, and then we just need to reduce the opacity a bit. Perfect. And this is what we have. Perfect. And we actually need the beams to go right up like this. Okay, perfect. Yep. And maybe these other guys should go right up like this. Maybe increase the size a bit. Perfect. And then this one, we have one other beam here. Okay, it's just going to be like this. Perfect. And we see that the gradient has been applied. We can just reduce the size, the opacity of this one. And then the gradient, it's not the proper gradient actually. This other guy here, should be this color, okay, so that it blends like this. So for this guy, you just select this guy, shift Control X rather, and then go into this shape and Control F and go out. We see that it's down behind this our guy here. Perfect. And for this one, we have these other shapes. Now this is just an ellipse and just a stroke with dashed lines applied, right? That's what I did here. Just copy them like this, Alt and drag. Perfect. And the same thing here, just let them, Alt and drag. And basically that's all we need to do. And this one, just going to okay, I feel like dragging it way behind, but instead of that, I think we can just do some other thing. We could just maybe bring the location here, and for this one, okay, let me see what we have now. Okay, I think if we play with the angle, it will work better. So let's see, it's 135. Let's bring it to -135. Okay, it's still not giving us the best. Let's bring it to -180. You can see the 0. Let's use this tool and see how that's holding down Shift and just using the mouse wheel and seeing, just to see how the whole movement will become, right? Okay, so I think something like this should do better. -60. The -60 should work well. We can also reduce the opacity like this. Yeah guys, so this will work well, it blends well. And basically that's all we need to do in order to be done with our shape, or with our design rather. So the next thing I'll just do is select my artboard tool and crop my artboard like this. Okay, like this and like this. Yeah guys, that will be all. So just go to view and trim view, and you see that we have now trimmed our artboard to our design, or we have now trimmed our design to our artboard. Okay, then just go to file and export as, and you can just export as JPEG and so on and so forth. So basically guys, this will round up the video for us on this mega project, which is the digital city. Okay, and with this we've come to the end of this lecture and also this module. In the next video we should be taking an assignment, and see you in the next one.